This is one of those days where I love my life because I'm sitting here with Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Sir Anthony.
Sir Anthony.
Tony.
This movie is intense in its subject matter and controversial in its subject matter. What was it about the Rite as a project that made you think this is something I'd like to be a part of?
Tell me first, what's controversial about it in your eyes?
Just that a lot of people have such diverse views about it. You know, some think it's real truth. Some think it's baloney, and so you have a lot of argument about that sort of thing. So, when you look at a project like that, what made you want to take hold of it and be a part of that?
Well, exactly that. It lays out an open book for you to choose. Is it baloney? Is it true? Does God exist, or do you take the atheist point of view that there's no such? You know? So it's an open book for the audience or the thinker or for the actor myself to make that decision. I met Michael Hofström, the director, and he said he wanted to make a movie which is based on reality. Rather like, well, it's hard to say The Rosemary's Baby, Polanski's great movie with Mia Farrow, but it was set in a real Dakota building in New York, and the New York streets, and everything is, and yet there's something terrifying going on next door in the apartment next door. That is scary. And this is what Mikhail tried to do with this movie, is just to make it very real. The fundamental is the young priest wandering around the streets of Rome, chatting with this young journalist girl, and then his confrontation with me, Father Luca, who is a devout believer that the devil is alive and is a presence and is an anthropomorphic creation. It's a creature. And we have Father Gary on the set, who is a Jesuit priest, and he was our advisor and mentor during the movie, on whom this story is based. And he performed many, and has performed many exorcisms. So he's a very interesting guy to talk to. Myself, personally, I'm not sure what I believe. I'm not an atheist. If I was hard-pressed, I wouldn't get into an argument with anyone about this, because I'm not a theologian, and I'm not a psychiatrist. But I think possibly it's a mental disturbance, as the young priest does. He says, you know, this man doesn't need a priest, she needs a shrink. And I said to him, he said, he's still got you fooled, isn't he? So Satan, the devil. And so it's interesting. It's like a seesaw of belief. And I say to him after the first exorcism, I said, I know the young man doubts. I said, well, let me ask you this. Does a thief turn on the light when he's robbing a house? No. He prefers you to believe he's not there. Like the devil, he prefers you to believe that he doesn't exist. That's what C.S. Lewis says. If you deny the existence of the devil, that's when you're in trouble. But that's a theologian's point of view. I, not being a theologian, have a different take on it. Maybe it's mental disorder, but I have witnessed 2 or 3 times an evil presence in someone. A terrifying presence is a very old, hateful look. I worked with a director many years ago who was a thoroughly evil man, but I think he wasn't possessed with the devil. I think he was just insane, but he happened to be very talented. But I couldn't work with him anymore because it was like a nightmare to be with somebody like that. When you're with people like that, it's like being in a claustrophobic, windowless room. They have power, and they make you feel, they reduce you.
Well, thank you so much. The film was very enjoyable, and you were amazing. And thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much. Thank you.